I'm Scott Trout, CEO of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. We help men deal with the life changes triggered by divorce, such as child custody and property division, among many others. But life changes also occur after divorce. These changes can make parts of your existing court order irrelevant or harder to follow. If you feel a modification to your court orders might be necessary, talk to us at Cordell & Cordell. We're a partner men can count on.
Contact CordellCordell.com, 1065 East Hillsdale Boulevard, Suite 310, Foster City, California, 94404.
I got this one.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
What else you got?
Come on, sit on this couch with me, girl.
All I have
Noises!
That's good. I have this one.
Wrong. Fake news. Oh, I'll have that by tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's start this thing.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
I got that too.
Looks like I got to turn that down.
That came in hot, didn't it?
Nothing says Brian Moote like an air horn. There it is.
Boom! What's up? My name is Brad Nolan, at Brad Nolan on the Twitter and all the other things. Brian Moote is at Moote Points on Twitter.
DJ Brian Moote.
And he's got the sound effect machine working today, so this should be interesting. And also in studio is Pat Moote, younger but not youngest brother of Brian Moote.
What
the
up?
middle, the one that it's National DNA Test Day today.
What?
We should have found out if mom did indeed dip on dad in the middle of the 80s.
If she did, it was with somebody hot.
Hell, you gonna get fired on your day off.
Okay, I'll turn
It's a
you
good
back.
question. That is a
well,
good
some of them, I
question.
gotta equalize some of these
Yeah.
things. Some of them came in a little bit.
Yeah, I asked you to put him into Adobe Audition and actually do it properly, but you refused.
Well, it's hard. Man, there's so many steps in that. You got to download things, and you got to put them in. You got to edit the audio, and then you got to go over. And those are some older ones that I did. Don't worry, I'll have them fixed eventually.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
No, but it's a lot of wrong.
I've done the research on that. It's not true. They definitely make it right. They do it all the time.
All right. We're supposed to get to headlines right now. I can already tell this is good. That's how this is going to be today.
Let's get to them then. Well, I got a headline for you.
Okay.
It's one that It's one that I can't understand the obsession over. But what is it? Prince William and what the hell's her name? Oh, Kate and William. What?
The Duchess.
The Duchess of what? The Duchess of what? What is she the Duchess of?
Wales?
Duchess of York.
Is it Wales or is it Cambridge or is it?
No, they've got the. Oh yeah, Duke and Duchess of Cambridge.
Cambridge. They get a different, like, for each Duke and Duchess, like, they get a different area, right? That's, like, just kind of indiscriminately. Yep.
What were you saying, Pat?
They play that song.
Kidding. All right.
Is that even it? That was like Star Wars.
No, that's God Save the Queen.
I promise we're going to get to some headlines at some point. Is that the headline?
That's what I want to talk about.
Okay, cool. Okay.
This weird obsession we have with a family we shouldn't care about.
This is, I'll just let her do it. Hold on.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
Loud noises!
All right, it's the Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. I'm Brad Nolan. Brian Moote, play a thing.
See, the problem is that all of my of drops came in real low, and all of my just like musical things came in real hot.
Yeah.
So now the trumpets, and I don't have access to my own volume control over here. So when I blast these British trumpets, I have no way to do anything with them except just stop them. That's God Save the Queen. We're talking about it really because I don't understand the obsession that Americans have with the royal family of England. I don't get it. I understand that Princess Di, when I asked my mom about this, she said that Princess Di was the first time that Americans could relate to somebody in the royal family because she didn't come from this illustrious bloodline of folks, and she kind of was more of a relatable person, and she actually went out and about and was a woman of the people. But even then, I just don't understand why we care about this stupid family that does nothing.
Yeah, they don't really have any control over anything, do they? I mean,
Yeah. It's not like
they have a prime minister.
Yeah, there's no official power from the royal family whatsoever, other than respect.
So they're like the Kardashians.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, they're just figureheads, basically. So, I mean, the Queen Elizabeth isn't going, to the UN and, slamming a gavel down and being like, the United Kingdom does not agree.
It'd be cool if she did.
Nasty to one another.
It'd be cool if she did that, though. If she decided to double down and be like, you know what, I'm going to actually do some Queen stuff.
Off with your head.
Yeah, I'm done with
Been
this.
sitting on this power for way too long. So the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Kate and William, had their third child, a boy. They have not named him yet. So far, the leading candidate, I believe, was James. To name him James, something really creative.
Snooze fest.
You know what sucks if you are part of the royal family? They can't have any cool names, man. It's all, they have to name them something super traditional. And we got, William, Harry, Charlotte, George. Charlotte's the most, creative thing there. I mean, that's Savannah. Some of the, what's funny? The farther away you get from being in line for royalty or to be like the head of the whole shebang, the more creative the names get. Because Savannah Phillips, she's number 15th in line.
Yeah, she's not going to.
Queen Savannah.
Zara Phillips, 17. Mia Grace Tyndall, 18th. But like I told Brad the other day, we were talking about it. I mean, Prince Harry is 6th in line now. He keeps getting knocked down the list by his selfish brother because he's always going to be behind
cranking out the babies
behind William's kids. Now he's only one holiday plane crash away.
Oh boy,
he's only one of them.
If that happens, all of a sudden Harry's in line. It's going to be like, bro.
Can you imagine? He's dating or about to get married to
Meghan
Markle.
Yeah. Meghan Markle, yeah.
Could you imagine her as queen?
That'd be dope. America's in.
Like the old, maybe go back to the old school cleavage with the queens and stuff.
Here's the
old
thing.
School cleavage. Did they do that?
Here's why I think the whole thing's
busty.
Here's why the whole thing's a load of BS. So I'm looking at Queen Elizabeth, and her husband is Prince Philip. He's a prince. He doesn't get to be king.
Yeah.
So they don't you don't really get to marry in and get any sort of title at all. Like Meghan Markle will be Princess. She'll be Princess Harry or of whatever, or like her, it'll be Meghan, Prince of Harry. She gets his title, not his.
Yeah.
Not,
Mary,
not her own.
Meghan, Prince of Harry.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing.
Wait, why was Kate the Duchess of?
I think that has to be bestowed upon her, but I also think that she comes from some sort of wonky British offshoot royal of Wales of something, some weird thing.
Are Markle and Harry married yet, or they're just engaged?
I don't think so. Are they?
Yeah, I think it's once they get married. It's
no,
like
they're engaged,
dowry.
but they still have to she'll be able to be a duchess, but she still won't be a princess yet. Not quite sure how the whole thing works, and I really don't care.
It seems like they don't even know what's going on over there. They're all confused. It's gotten too crazy.
Here's my question about the whole situation: is I know our obsession with it is weird to me, the Americans, but I feel like if I was a resident of the UK. Of England, because Ireland has none of the system anymore. No. They just were like we were, half-ass anyway. And also, they were under the thumb of England anyway, so they never really had their own king and queen.
Kings stink.
They had kings years ago.
Wait, hold on.
Kings stink.
What?
That was Irish.
Got better the second time.
Kings stink? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Here's the thing, though. If you were in England, why would you put up with this nonsense?
Like, dude, it's just so ingrained into the core of
these people just get born into multi-million-dollar lifestyles that
and then they're in. Well, I mean, if you look at America right now, our president was born into a multi-million-dollar lifestyle, and he actually has control.
Don't bring up something annoying like that. That goes nowhere. I'm talking about a caste system where you're born into it, and you can't crack into that scene.
Yeah,
Meghan Markle's the first one to crack that wall in a long time.
Megan.
Who really wants to crack into the scene anyway? There's nothing there other than money.
I do money. That's all I want.
But my point is, how much money do they even have?
Dude, you know how great?
They've
tens
got.
of
They're
millions.
like old money.
You know what? We should Google this because I feel like there's some rumors.
What's a royal family worth?
Yeah, there were some rumors about them being kind of not wealthy anymore. Like they're just kind of living on tax money at this point.
Hurry up, Google. Let's see.
Let's go, Google.
500 million as reported by Forbes.
Oh, that's
Family
nothing.
jewels.
Jeff Bezos has more money than that. You can marry into the Jeff Bezos family for sure.
Buy your way
All
in.
over that.
It'd be so much easier.
Here
we have Brian Moote
Nothing screams athletic midlife crisis like becoming a shoe collector all of a sudden.
and Brad Nolan.
I have a ton of shoes. I don't just keep acquiring them. They're very pretty.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
My name is Brad Nolan. That's what my voice sounds like. Brian Moote, show them what your voice sounds like.
Hey, yo, beautiful people of the world.
All right, Patrick, show them what your voice sounds like.
Here.
Oh, he got you.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh.
You're
No,
really-
I got nothing to say now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
good.
really getting heated right now.
Here's what I have on the rundown for us to talk about right now. Short riff, 3 minutes. Topic to riff on, ...
Okay, I got one for you. I think, though, that this is going to end up being a longer discussion. But it's white people and the N-word.
Ugh.
And
Wrong.
100%. And you'd think that this kind of thing... Pat, I'm not going to just try to
getting
bait
uncomfortable.
people into saying
Oh
it.
boy.
I think that...
Wait, hold on. Did you just say I'm not going to bait people into saying it?
Yeah, I'm not
When
gonna-
you say the term "the N-word," I think, who was it? Was it Louis C.K. that came up with this? Don't make me say it.
Yeah.
Lady on CNN.
Yeah, Louis.
Just say it.
King of appropriate. Good work.
Wrong.
Say it to the plant.
And also, like, that whole premise is so flawed because you're only... When I say N-word and you're like, don't make me say it, how about you don't say it in your own head? You covert racist. No one's making you say anything in your head because his whole logic is, and then I say it, right? Oh, she means this. Of course, Pete, that's not how the brain works unless you are a closet racist who just wants to say the word. Now, the thing about it that fascinates me is we can never just get past the idea that we just can't say it. White
Right.
people, just accept that. We're just gonna have to take the loss on that one, as they would say, because it just seems like every couple months in the news cycle that some other white person, and it's like we never learn. Some other white person is just going, well, they say it in rap music. How am I supposed to do the rap lyrics? I don't know. Just
Oh,
don't say
God.
that word.
I
think they're-
censor it in my head when I hear it. Like people, I don't even hear the rappers say it. My head just goes, no.
Oh, I do because it's so jarring when I hear it. I'm watching this TV show right now called Unsolved, the two Biggie Smalls and Tupac murders.
Oh, yeah.
And they drop that word every 32 seconds in that TV show. And every time I'm like,
You know what?
and then I look at my daughter and she goes, hey, daddy. No, I'm just kidding.
What's this word
Is that
about?
okay to say? The N-word for me is N-O. Not saying it. It's not happening.
Do we have a dad joke
Wrong.
thing?
No, we need one. Dad jokes. Well, the latest victim of this, taking on the battle of why can't white people say the N-word, is a college student from William Patterson University, and it's Jasmine Barkley, who put up a Twitter poll, because that's how millennials do it.
Ugh.
Let's find out on a Twitter poll why, if it's okay if I say the N-word in rap lyrics. So this is what she posted on Twitter.
Wait.
Appropriate for me to say.
Is that what she posted?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
actually have the clip?
Oh, I have the clip, yeah.
I will play the clip next.
Brian Moote cares about people, sports, and family. Brad Nolan doesn't like to be bothered too much. The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
We have the latest in the crusade of some white person trying to say the N-word. My name is Brad Nolan, and Brian Moote has the audio.
White sorority girls will save us. They will solve the problems that are in America right now when we've got the hashtag Me Too movement. We've got school shootings. We've got gun control. But why can't we say the N-word in songs?
I'm so proud that it's a
Dang it.
female, too.
It's just so... It's like... I wish sometimes you see videos like this, and it's a bunch of white girls in a sorority, and they're deciding to have a debate about why they can't say the N-word in a song. Because they want to say it in the song Freaky Friday when they're rapping it. It's sung by Lil Dicky and Chris Brown, by the way. Great guy to pick if you're going to have a song where you're going to argue ethics and what's right and wrong is Chris Brown. So Lil Dicky is a white rapper. Chris Brown is a black singer. And the whole premise is that Freaky Friday, they switch bodies, and it's supposed to be, it's funny. It's supposed to be funny. Like,
It's not that funny,
Lil
though.
Dicky's character, like, is uncomfortable dropping the N-word even though it's Chris Brown. And then Chris Brown is, like, dropping it. It's supposed to be Lil Dicky inside, and he's like, I can say it, man, but it's Chris Brown saying it, right? It's just a silly song. These idiots decide they're going to talk about it. But the way they're doing it is just so sorority and so white. It's just fantastic.
Appropriate for me to say if it's in a song and I'm singing the lyrics, or is it not appropriate for me to say let me know.
So she posts this video, and it says yes or no, right? It has a yes or no, vote, please, everybody, vote. And the most hilarious part of the whole thing, which totally undermines the entire, if she was actually trying to have a factual debate, is her dumb friend in the background, like a hype man going, "What's up, man?" Like just
going for it.
Stop.
Just
like
going
an
for
idiot.
it.
The video was up for maybe 8 hours and got 122,000 views. And also, what I don't understand about these dumb idiots that put these videos up is that those videos get ripped immediately.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
saves it, and now it's out of your control.
Yeah.
You posted it, now it's public domain. See you later. There goes any
No control.
any chance at
Gone.
success.
She
you have.
wasn't getting a job anyway.
Man, she was the president of the Greek Senate. She was like on the equestrian club. She couldn't make someone whiter.
Couldn't.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
You could
They
not.
don't.
She is like, if you were like, hey, like what's the prototype for a white person? Jasmine Barkley.
Equestrian club.
Yeah, the president
I don't know
of
if there's
the
any black
of
people
the
in the
Greek
equestrian
society.
club.
Oh, so a question.
Oh,
Probably a
God.
rich
Head of the
girl.
Greek society,
Right.
probably from the South.
Wasn't going to work anyway. honestly.
SEC school, maybe.
So of course, like she just gets demolished on social media, which she should, because that's just a dumb thing to do.
Yeah.
And on her Instagram page now, she's like deleted every post except one, and it's got no picture, and it just says like issues this long apology about how I am not racist. I'm not, but
That's crazy.
Although, wait, hold on.
You're not
Time out.
maybe you're not racist. You're incredibly
You're
insensitive,
dumb.
though, and you're dumb.
Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Let me get into the
take your time. Someone's got to solve the problem.
What if, let's just make this argument for
Fix
just a
racism,
second.
Brad.
Let's just make this argument for just a second. What if she is so incredibly not racist
That she wants this like
that
equality.
when she sees the word, she doesn't get upset about it because she's so completely and totally not racist that that word should have no effect. People just like me, my age, just happen to be a different color, say that word all the time. What if she is allowed to say it?
in some weird Freaky Friday way.
I just don't even know why you would want to.
That's
though.
my
Like,
point.
Why do you want to say it?
And-
What do you need to say it for?
And in here,
other than to get beat
here,
up.
I'll say it. I've said it 1,000 times. Said it every single time that this debate comes up when white people just have to know why we cannot say the N-word. Here's why. Because about 400 years ago, white people were real dicks to black people.
And then Charlottesville just recently. We haven't gone a lot better.
We don't even need to get to the newer stuff. Way back in the day, that word was real mean. So I have an idea. Let's just not use it. Feel like we nailed that.
Agreed.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
We don't know what the answer is, and I'm running around saying the N-word because you made it seem like it was okay and your hot friends were doing it.
She is hot, though.
I know. The one in the background is hotter
Yeah.
and stupider.
That's how it usually is.
Yeah. There's a sliding scale. There's a
the
compare and
hype men.
contrast circle ratio.
White men are always dumb.
No, they're not the smart ones.
Yeah, but they're going to get that paycheck.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
What's up? My name is Brad Nolan, at Brad Nolan on the Twitter, Instagram, and all over the place. But Brian has a branding problem, so how do we find you?
Well, listen, I'm just going to promote my Twitter
Okay.
because that's the one that's lagging right now. At
And
Moot
that's,
Points.
that's the one he's verified on.
Yeah, I'm verified. Well, Facebook too, technically.
Well, Instagram's the elusive beast. And we have Patrick Moot.
Yeah, that's right.
They're stingy with their blue checks.
I got a blue check from Twitter, so they're just giving them out.
Honestly,
So
like after
easy to
I got,
get.
this is not relatable at all, and I don't really care. But after I got verified on Twitter, I noticed like a lot of my other friends were verified. I was like,
Right. They did like a major push where they stopped being stingy with it. Probably
yeah, a lot of radio people all at the same time ended up getting it.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is like people were saying, "Oh, people are impersonating." No one's impersonating you, idiot.
Oh, I made fake accounts and sent them to Twitter and was like, look at these other
Right.
Patricks.
This is the most. I would say on one hand, I feel like such an unrelatable douche when I start talking about social media verification. But on the other hand, that's the world we live in. I didn't create it. It's created by the man, by the social media machine.
Al Gore.
when he invented the internet.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like kids now, little kids and stuff that are coming up in life, and that's how they live their life in terms of validation personally, is social media, likes, follows, blue check marks. I mean, my cousins have never thought I'm cooler. I've been I've been a comedian for a decade, been in radio for 5 years, been on television, all these things. They don't care about that at all. All they care about, blue check mark on Twitter. That's it.
That's crazy, right?
It's wild.
You're like, I'm really talented. Like, no.
Doesn't matter. No, the internet doesn't think so. Instagram doesn't think so.
So I've submitted us all for Instagram verification. We'll see if they'll pull the trigger on that or not.
Even me?
Just no.
Sorry about it. Maybe next time. Maybe next go around. Once we build up a good repertoire with that.
Don't worry,
we can just call Instagram and be like, can you just get? We're tired of talking about it on the podcast.
There might be someone impersonating me, and I bet they have more followers. They're already beating me.
It's like when someone steals your credit and they get something. You're like, what?
Come
My
on!
credits?
I only have like 3.
How did that?
Don't do that.
How do you think they feel? Like, oh, we got this guy's credit. Oh shoot, $590
denied? God dang! I could have denied. I could have been denied on my own.
I'm actually
need to go through all
bigger
this.
loser now than I was before I made the fake account.
Here we have Brian Moote.
Nothing screams athletic midlife crisis like becoming a shoe collector all of a sudden.
And Brad Nolan.
I have a ton of shoes. I just keep acquiring them. They're very pretty.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
Remix.
I'll equal that one out in the edit. Don't worry. What's up? I'm Brad Nolan. Brian Moote. Say hello.
What's going on?
Pat Moote's also in the studio.
At Pat Moote on Twitter. Dang it!
Trying to drown you out again.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of what's happening. I have headphones.
I know.
And feelings.
I know what you're doing.
I'm the punching bag.
I have feelings.
All right, Prince's family files wrongful death suit against hospital and pharmacy chain known as Walgreens.
Whoa.
Yeah, so this story is kind of interesting to me. So we're going to freaking talk about it. So they filed this wrongful death lawsuit. So when Prince died, April 21st, at age 57, we were guessing his age earlier. We were wrong.
Yeah, man. I thought he was 47.
Oh, my God. He must moisturize.
Black don't crack.
And also, he was a very, like...
Can you say that? I don't know.
I don't know.
Can you say that?
Sorority girls can say the
Should we
N-word.
ask, should we ask them again? Oh, I'm on the wrong bank right now.
Wrong button.
Okay, perfect. I had to end that one. I had to end that sound effect. It was just a plane taking off.
Did he die from eating the sushi that now Walgreens is selling? Because the Walgreens near me sells
That
sushi.
is interesting when drugstores decide to start to become too much of a market style situation. Where because I bought a bag of like a 2-pack of hard-boiled eggs in a bag.
Why would you do that?
Well, because I'm trying to eat healthier. So on the surface,
about a bag of eggs.
Strange place to start.
Well, here's the thing. It's not.
No, it's not.
Hard-boiled eggs are healthy for like healthy snack, right? And I'm just trying to low on the carbs. Thing is this, they taste like bleach. Like the hard-boiled egg tastes like bleach. And it's got no shell on it, which concerns me. Because how in the hell are you getting the shells off all these eggs? They have package after package. They have hundreds of hard-boiled eggs. There's no way that they have somebody peeling them by hand.
A line of people just touching them with their fingers.
Right. That's disgusting.
What's worse?
They've got to be doing it with some sort of chemical peel.
Yeah.
Which is why they taste like absolute, like
And why
like
take
bleach.
the shell off if you're just going to put them in a bag anyways? It had a natural canister that was keeping it.
Canister.
Yeah, that's a word. I don't know.
What is that?
I was a container canister.
What's going on in Pat's head right now?
It's a canteen. I'm camping.
All
right. So the 2-year investigation into Prince's death concluded that he died after taking a counterfeit Vicodin pill that was laced with fentanyl.
What?
So he wasn't taking fentanyl.
What is fentanyl?
Fentanyl.
It's kind of like a propofol derivative. It's kind of like a next level.
It's used as a synthetic heroin, basically. But that's, it's what's cut into a lot of heroin now that's like creating this epidemic of people overdosing.
Brad answered my question with another drug I didn't know. He was like, it's like a fentanyl. It's like a Prepanol. A Fofenol.
Propofol.
You guys can't
Sorry,
see
that's
this.
what Michael Jackson died of, so I just figured.
Oh, no, man. I don't know drug stuff.
The shape of a square.
Okay.
Brian needs to be explaining these things.
Yeah,
when it comes to drugs and things like that.
So they were selling a Vicodin laced with heroin.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
And the thing is, they couldn't find any evidence of where he got them, so they couldn't really charge anyone. Well, it comes out now that the family's suing Walgreens and the hospital because a week before the death, he went in for some sort of situation he had going on. He had an emergency landing in his plane, and they rushed him to the hospital for some sort of. He's had health problems and stuff like that, and so they rush him there. And apparently, the Walgreens gave him the pill that was laced with fentanyl. Let me find the quote here.
Was this an over-the-counter? This was not. I'm just wondering if I can go buy some right now.
He has to be.
Can I go buy some right now, or do I need a prescription?
No, he had a prescription. Okay. He had like multiple prescriptions for drugs.
Yeah. So Prince had likely overdosed on what he believed to be prescription opioids like Vicodin, but were actually black market versions containing the much more powerful synthetic opioid fentanyl.
So he wasn't he overdosed and died.
It was an accident.
And Walgreens was selling ones they bought in Tijuana. Like what? Where are they?
Yeah, what the hell? Don't they have
from?
Don't they have like a corporate responsibility?
Isn't there giant pharmaceutical
standards and
companies
practice
that we pay billions of dollars to?
Here's the gray area. You ready? Prince refused medical tests but was asked what drugs he took. Documents show a pill that he had with him, which was marked as Vicodin, was sent to the pharmacy for testing. A hospital pharmacist said it appeared to be Vicodin and returned it to Prince. So they tested this drug. They said, yeah, that's Vicodin. So he took it, and it actually was some sort of street Vicodin heroin.
Dang.
So they're not sure where it came from necessarily.
Nobody knows.
So they don't have any of the leftover pills they could test to see, or at this point?
They might not at this point.
So what are the odds this sticks to Walgreens?
Well, the lawsuit specifically says, quote, they're responsible for, quote, prescription medications not valid for legitimate medical purpose.
So this prescription clearly was a recreational prescription.
I guess so.
Is what they're saying.
Yeah.
But so what doctor is prescribing? I mean, they got at some point in time they got to bust the doctor, right? Like a Michael Jackson situation. Didn't they bust that doctor?
Yeah, they did. I think he's in prison now.
Mm-hmm.
For
you don't kill the king of pop and walk free.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Not with prescriptions, you don't.
No. So I don't know, but they're suing them in the hospital for misdiagnosing some stuff.
How much are they suing for?
Doesn't say.
Can we make a guess?
All right, hold on 1 second.
Let's make a guess.
How much?
Let's make a guess.
How much exactly is the estate of Prince suing Walgreens and the hospital in Illinois?
I mean,
let's play it like Price is Right. So I'm going to guess first. I'm going to say $330 million.
All right, $330 million from Pat. Brian, go ahead.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to go 225.
I'm going to go $331 million.
Hey, you guys,
blocked you.
I wanted somebody to take $1.
And the answer is clearly more than $331 million. I win.
It's going to be a lot.
Is that how it works?
It's got to be a lot.
It's got to be.
How much was the rest of Prince's career worth, do you think? Because that's probably how they'll break it down. I don't think so.
Let me do the math. Hold on.
I mean, how much has he made at this point? One Purple Rain plus
Prince net worth is between 150 and 300 million. That's quite a wide berth.
Over how many years? Over how many years
was his career?
Yeah,
I mean, he was rocking
57, probably 37 years.
So 150 million. Let's go low. 150 million divided by 20. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Brad's doing fake math. He's whispering into the microphone.
If you take 150 million, you divide that by 20.
We can all agree
750
that the loss was priceless because his music was great.
And if he would have lived for another 15 years,
yep, at least 15.
I've got
for sure. Well, no, he was kind of unhealthy.
332 million.
Wow, you nailed it.
With the sound drop or the math?
No, the math. Yeah, Brad really nailed it with math. Crunching numbers over there.
I'm not sure 150,000 and then dots.
Yeah.
Just
that
dots.
looks like something you would do on one of your
sorry suckers.
Something you would do on one of your math tests in high school or middle school when you didn't. They were like, write out your work, show your work, and you have no idea what you're doing, and you just write a bunch of numbers and draw a line. So you hope that if you get the problem right, your teacher's like, looks like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I just got bad handwriting.
I used to copy people's tests all the time and then just write in nonsense. And they'd be like, this doesn't even make any sense. How'd you get to this?
Oh, we're working together.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show
so far.
with Brad Nolan.
Next, we'll figure out how to not talk over that poor young lady.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know she was coming.
No, it's okay. That's what he said.
I feel like the timing is off in terms of segment length.
It is. It's way off. What are you talking about? This is not yet, at this point of this recording, this is not yet a radio show.
That's true.
We're trying to figure it out. My name is Brad Nolan. That's Brian Moote.
What's cracking, everybody?
And Patrick Moote is here.
Hi.
Oh, you got nervous. You thought we were going to...
Yeah, I got
You pump
it.
faked us.
You guys tried. I was right there.
I was about to hit you with...
Appropriate for me to say if it's in a song and I'm singing the lyrics, or
It's not okay.
appropriate
Please, girls,
for me
shut
to
up.
say
Oh, no. Please shut those girls up. Someone.
Even Trump, what did you think about that?
Wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what his heart
Even he
thinks.
thought it was.
Wrong.
I don't know if you would.
Me might
He'd
not.
probably give him an honest answer.
Hey, there was good. There
if
was,
they say it in the song, it's clearly okay.
yeah, there was good answers on both sides. Both sides had good answers. Yes, no, they're both good.
So, we are, I'm not going to, we're trying to turn this into a radio show, right?
Eventually.
That's
yeah.
the goal.
That's
yeah.
the point. Yeah.
Hopefully somebody will be like, you know what, those guys are just good enough. And then if they could just figure out how to get a new drummer, Pat.
It's an organized chaos.
I'm
is what it's
Ringo.
supposed to be.
I'm Ringo.
Organized chaos. All right, what else do we have? Do we have anything else?
Well, Patrick, we were going to do a segment called Take the Loss today because
let's do it.
Patrick wants to talk about Russell Westbrook. I don't know if he wants to talk about Russell Westbrook, but he mentioned it earlier,
Yep.
which means we're going to talk about Russell Westbrook. And then also, after that, I've got a story about a guy who's been attacked by a shark, a bear, and a snake.
What? The same
Two
time?
wrongs don't make a right.
It's amazing.
All right, cool. Let's talk about, so we're going to do this bit called, what is it called?
Take the loss.
Take the loss.
Take the loss. Who took the loss?
Okay, who took the loss? Basically, who failed the most at social media, right?
Yeah. Who failed the
Who
most?
failed
Just
the most?
in
In
general.
life.
Yeah. Who just
In life.
failed the most?
It's better to just do life because it ends up going over to social media when it gets retweeted 1,000 times. But
Yeah.
but it starts off with just failing at life.
So here's why Russell Westbrook failed at life, more so than anyone else yesterday in particular. They're playing against the Utah Jazz in the first round of the NBA playoffs, and Russell Westbrook has been not playing great. He's been missing a lot of shots. He has also been letting people get into his head, one of which is Ricky Rubio, who's probably the nicest basketball player in the world.
Is that
And
the
his-
senator? Oh, no.
No. So that's so this is what happens. So he's falling apart. Yesterday the game is pretty close, and who starts talking smack to Russell Westbrook? Mitt Romney.
Right.
Mitt Romney is sitting courtside. Apparently a huge Jazz fan too, because he was wearing a jersey over his collared
Yeah, it's
shirt.
about as Mitt Romney as you could ever get.
Someone
right there.
handed it to him as he was walking.
He's got
in.
a tucked-in dress shirt with a Utah Jazz jersey over the top of it.
You are one pathetic loser.
Yes.
The dude just can't stop being Mitt, man. And when he's going to the bench, Russell's going to the bench with 4 fouls, and Mitt Romney's holding up 4, like four fouls for you.
heckling him.
Okay, what are the odds that Russell Westbrook knew who the hell that guy was?
I mean,
Put a percentage on it.
I mean, I'm gonna let's play that game. Make a guess.
All right, here we go.
Make a guess. 0.
Let's make a guess. Did Russell Westbrook know who Mitt Romney was upon first sight? All right, let's go around the room. Brian, go ahead.
0%. No chance he knew who
All
that
right,
old white
Patrick
man
Moote.
was.
I'm gonna go with 1%.
And I'm going to go with 2. Looks like the answer's 3%. I win again.
Dang it, man. These games are hard to win.
I mean, all I think he knew is that some big, rich, white douche was talking smack to him and that he couldn't do anything about it. They just keep getting beat down by the Jazz, and they're not supposed to be.
How old is Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook is probably 24. 25 maybe at the oldest.
24.
I was gonna
He
say like
could
27.
know.
I'll look right now.
Have you seen the way that he dresses, though? I mean, I think he's on his own planet, dude. I don't even think he knows who Trump is. It
Well,
might
he
be
is an
possible.
alien. He's
He's
29 years old.
29.
He probably knows who Mitt Romney is.
He probably does now.
Well,
At 29? I mean, I'm 31. I know. I've been through. I've been
You gotta,
voted in that
you got to
election.
look at the lifestyles that they've lived, though. I mean, like, Russell Westbrook was totally absorbed in basketball. Played at UCLA, played 1 year, drafted, went to the NBA. He might know the name Mitt Romney.
Right.
What I'm saying is, there's no way
He knew.
when he looked over at that old white guy wearing the stupid Jazz jersey over his tucked-in dress shirt that was Mitt Romney heckling him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, that connection, I'm sure he's like, yeah, Mitt Romney, some old white guy who was running for president a few years back that didn't win. Mormon. Maybe he knows that he's Mormon.
But he probably doesn't know that once Mitt Romney strapped a dog to his roof and let him poop all over it while he's driving down the highway, right?
He
that
did
real?
do that.
Yeah, he strapped the dog crate to the roof.
That's not cool.
So,
Not cool at all.
by the way, Ricky Rubio, if you want to, we kind of gloss over the fact that the reason that he's so annoying, Ricky Rubio, to lose to is because he looks like he's related to James Franco. Now.
He does.
Like he's just got like I'm not an athlete hair, which and like his swagger he just looks like he woke up on a beach and was like, yeah, I'll play basketball, game on, and then torches you and you're like, no.
He's got that stinky European thing going.
That look.
Yeah, it's gross.
We just know he's not into deodorant.
So, guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think today's podcast was as strong as it has been in the past.
That's unfortunate.
Loud noises!
How dare you, Brad?
So what we're going to do is we're going to implement a new system. I don't know what we're going to call it, whether it's you get a point or you get a fail or something. But throughout the show, Patrick, I want you to keep track of what the fails were throughout the show. And in the last, yep, exactly, on the back of a piece of paper, just like that, buddy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep track of them throughout the show. And at the end of the day, at the end of the last segment, we can call everybody out.
Like who took the L today?
Ooh. Yeah, from the show.
Okay.
Now we can include in there some tweets and some DMs you might have gotten, because I sometimes get a lot of hate on the Twitter. So, we'll just include that kind of stuff, and I think that's what we're going to do at the end of every podcast.
Ooh, I like that. Recap. Let's bask in our failures.
Yeah, let's learn from our mistakes.
Or just laugh
for
at
the
them.
first time ever.
Laugh at your mistakes.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see you at practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.